How are you? Ooh. You back in? I gotta close the door. Lay down. Alright. So I am here to do readings. I'm okay. I'm going to share this link to Instagram into the... I'm kind of cold. I was in the bathroom getting ready and now I'm cold because it's warmer in there. Trip it around. There we go. And link. So yeah, I'm here to do some readings. Donations are appreciated for them. I do like, I'll do like little like mini, like a couple cards for people if they have like a quick question. But if they want to ask like a more elaborate thing or have a more elaborate answer, there's a super chats and then links in the description box to do, you know, a $5 donation or whatever people would like. Okay, done with that. Boop it. Oh, why does it look like that? This phone is a completely different setup than my normal phone. Am I dying? I don't know. Are you? What do you mean? Do I look like I'm dying? Oh, crying? I'm not crying, but when I did my makeup, I don't know what you're asking. When I did my makeup, I got makeup in my eye, and it was crying. So, but I'm not like crying because of anything, and I'm also not dying that I know of. I mean, every day we're getting closer to that time, but I don't have any like plan of it today. I'm alive. I pulled out a bunch of decks last night that I'm getting rid of, and a lot of them I found out, like, I have one little deck that I had no idea was like, I was like, oh, it's so little, like, I don't use it, I'll probably sell it for like $5, but I ended up looking it up. It's out of print. They sell for $150, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not selling it for fucking $5. So that, plus I have all of these Doreen Virtue decks that are out of print, and these ones are going between like 100 to 200 a piece. And I was like, oh shit. So I have a bunch of that downstairs that I'm getting rid of for normal prices, but then some of these I'm going to be keeping, and some of them I'm going to be selling. I'm not going to charge what they're charging, but I'm not going to do it for like $20 or $5. I can't believe that it's $100 though. You're so cute. Where are you from? I'm your fan. Gonna open fan page. Thank you. I am from Massachusetts. Whoa. Oh, I'm like, how? That looks like a big amount. Can you pull cards for me while I get a job offer from abroad? I'm in a different country. Okay. Let me see. I have some of the decks right here. I was cleaning up and organizing the decks last night. Where did I put those? My brain is so weird. I have certain ones that I'm thinking of using for you. Did I put them in here? Oh yeah, they're right there. Duh. Alright. So will you get the job abroad? And let's see. It's so weird. Like, I do something and instantly forget about what I do. Like, and I saw a video today of somebody that was like, when you have ADHD, he like put a sock over his shoulder, sat down, put the other sock on, and then he's like searching for the sock. And that's literally how I am. Like, I literally put decks together last night. Can't remember where I put them. That's why I'm getting rid of some, because I have too many. I don't use them. I don't see them. All right, so we have manifestation. You are a manifesting machine. So basically, I feel like what they're saying is that, like, you can manifest the outcome that you're wanting with a job. We have the golden arrow saying you're focus on a specific target. So, like, with them saying that you, and this is called angels in your business, so it is specifically for business and, like, your job. But focus on the specific target. Like, if that is what you want to manifest, you are a bit able and capable to do it. And I feel like you may be overthinking. It says get out of your head and into your heart, because the way that you feel also amplifies or magnifies how you're going to dictate things, right? So it's like, if we're thinking like, I want that job, but we're feeling like, what if I don't get it? Or what if somebody else gets it? Or I don't know, like, just things like doubt and stuff that we think about that actually makes us feel different than how we would feel if we were confident in knowing that we are going to get that job. So they're saying to, like, focus on that, think it, believe it, trust it, feel it, because that is how you're going to do it. Yeah, they're saying trust your gut. Your body knows the truth. That is the secret of manifesting, is how you're feeling. That's why a lot of us struggle to manifest the outcomes that we want, because we get nervous, we get anxious, we feel defeated, we get, upset. But they're saying share your spark and you will be celebrating, and give thanks too with gratitude, because gratitude helps to manifest even more. But I do feel like they're saying you can visualize it, think about it, feel it, believe it, because that is going to help you to achieve it. And then this deck has specific messages about, like, your wealth code. How are you? Can you give me a general reading, like confirmation? So yes, I am doing readings for people. We have like the donation base for more in depth, and then if you just want like one card, I can pull like one card to see what comes through. But let me do this one first. And every vision has a plan. So again, I feel like what they're saying is, like, you want to think about it, plan it out in your mind of what you actually want to, because sometimes we think we want something and we're like, oh, I want a job out of the country, but we don't think of like the specifics of it in terms of manifesting. So when you visualize like the way you want it to go, or the best outcome that could possibly happen. Like, I put in my application and it's for this type of job and it pays this much amount of money and it's going to happen at this time, at this month, like, give it specifics, because you have the ability to be high achieving and passionate and decisive and enthusiastic. So I do feel like that they do believe that you can do this, but it is about how you're going to visualize it and plan it out to achieve it, because you have to play a role within it. If you don't play the role within it, then you won't get to where you're trying to get. So for the card specifically, it's a Mars energy. So I feel like, where is it? The strategist is on page 55. So that's also about change, the number 55. I feel like it is going to be something that's changing for you, and that you will, if you strategize right and believe it and think about it in the right energies, you're going to have it. So the engineer is fascinated by what makes things tick and is highly gifted when it comes to designing better solutions to all of life's issues. So also think about how you can design a better outcome for yourself. Like, I know if I get up in the morning and I put my effort in and I'm visualizing and I'm manifesting and I'm taking 3D action as well, like I'm putting in my applications and I'm, speaking to other people that may be connected to those types of opportunities, that can help you to design and engineer your ability to manifest into the career that you would like to have, in a place that you would like to be. And it says your approach to life is curious, creative, practical, technical, logical, and focused. You are determined to solve problems and design new ways of getting the results you desire. You inherently are curious and deeply satisfied by exploring the inner workings of things. You're an enthusiastic researcher, and you are highly valued for the logical and discriminating go-to person to solve problems at hand. Create a practical design for a new idea or discover better way to get the job done. As an engineer, you are a master of energy, and your energy must be productively channeled. You manifest best as a leader of a team. You process information as an introvert, but express it as an extrovert. Being spiritually aligned is of utmost importance to your ability to abundantly create and prosper in the material plane. So again, I feel like the way that you work, or the best way for this to work for you, is for you to be productive within it. Like, set yourself up a little plan, like today, like every day of the week I'm going to do XYZ, and I'm going to also incorporate that spiritual aspect of stuff, of like the visualizing, the meditating, the gratitude journal. Like, things like that are going to help you to actually attract in the outcome. Yeah, you are a strategist. You are, like, it just came again. They want you to strategize it and be magical about it. But I do feel like there will be an opportunity that comes for you. As long as you're crystal clear. It says you can be it, but you just need to be crystal clear about it. So the way that you visualize it is the biggest key to it, and then you will be approved for that. So just make sure that you know inside of yourself exactly what it is that you're wanting, and how you want to see it play out, and then be like, all right, how's the best way for me to achieve that? What's the best steps for me to take when it comes to manifesting this outcome that I would like to have? But in general, I do feel that this is something that you can achieve. Yeah, I feel like there's also things that you might want to research too, because I feel like there's some things that could hold you back in terms of getting it, but there is knowledge that you can discover, like within a book or within some sort of, like, web search. Basically, there's something that you might need to look into in terms of, I don't know what the career is that you're looking to be within, but there may be some like little secret thing that people know about that actually enhances their chances of getting the job. So try to be, looking for, like, if I want to roll in this type of place, or I want to roll to do this type of thing, what's the best way for me to do that? And then find the strength inside of yourself to stay within it and keep showing up for it. And I also think that when you do apply to jobs and stuff, try to let them know that you are adaptable, creative, and a good problem solver. But I do feel like you're on your path to where you're meant to be. All right, but look, this says make a plan. So the plan for you is definitely significant in achieving what it is that you're trying to achieve. Be resourceful, keep your eyes on the prize, be constant, prudent, tenacious. The more that you are, like, this is like, act as if it's already there. Like, act like you've already got that job, or make it your job to get the job, is basically the way that you're going to have it play out for you in your best ability. Is just be committed to believing in yourself, be committed to doing what you need to do in order for that to manifest into the world around you. But yeah, I do feel like there's going to be, yeah, look at that. Karma, structure, hard work. This is like hard work, professional, discipline, time creation, organizer, commitment, materialize. So that's basically all you need to do, is just be very committed to it. Believe, and then Capricorn's on the bottom, and this is the ruler of Capricorn. So be disciplined, ambitious, persistent, and you will get the job. But act like it's your job to get the job, and that's how you're going to get the job. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Much love and raised vibrations to you, my dear. How's your day treating you? Okay, how is yours? I am okay. So if people are still in here and you have a question, you can ask a question. I'll do like a couple quick messages for you, but if you send a donation, I will pull, like a more in-depth for you, like $5, $10 donations, give you a lot more messages. But if you are, like, I know sometimes people leave the room, so like if you are in here and you have a question, you can let me know, or send a donation and have a more in-depth answer. But Chris is part of my Patreon. He pays every month to be a part of that. So I'm definitely trying diligently. Thank you so much for the divine guidance. You are welcome. I definitely feel like that was very specific with the messages. And so Chris pays every month to be a part of the Patreon. It's $5.55 a month. They get readings all month long, but I let them ask me one question for free whenever I go live here or on TikTok or other places. So if he has a specific question he can ask, let me know what he would like to know at this time. I will get him some answers. I'm also getting rid of this. I decided I have way too much stuff. I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of labradorite specifically, but I never wear it. I feel like I'm never gonna wear it. I could wear it right now as like a, hey, getting rid of this. Thank you very much, Eduardo. It's so complicated. Go in the hole. There we go. Now I probably won't get it off. It matches what I'm wearing. I feel like he's just so fancy. Like, I'm not that fancy. Oh, goodness. You need to go away. Can't do that. You can't say that. And it's none of your business. What the hell? Okay, there we go. How do you, I don't even know how to do those things. Bye, Ricky. So, there we go. Just making sure I sent it to the right Cash App. Let's see. Yep, you did. So let me know what kind of, oh, okay. What kind of question did you want me to do for you, Ricky? I know you said, let's see. I mean, Eduardo, sorry. Why is everything getting all messed up? That guy's messages were not appropriate. I had to get rid of him. All right. General reading, like confirmation. Yeah. So if you have anything specifically that you would like to know about your life, or if it's just a general guidance, I can also do that. Has the paperwork gone through, and when will they finally contact me about it? Okay, we'll do that one too. Oh wow, where did all this is like crazy. The comments aren't showing up the right way. I think probably because I was trying to get rid of his crappy crap that he was saying. I did get it. Yep. Okay, and then there's another one. I will get to that one for Wolfie too. Thank you very much. Thank you. I like it. I do like it. I just don't go anywhere freaking to wear it. It's like weird. But yeah, Eduardo, basically, you're if you have more stuff that you want to know about, you're asking general reading, like confirmation. I'm gonna start off with that because he's paid, and then I'm gonna get back to you for Chris and the other people. So let's see. Like Eduardo sent his money and I didn't see it right away, so I want to get his answers. He's asking for like general confirmation, general message. I was getting ready to tell him off. Yeah, it's hot. They changed the way to like take people out of here, so it took a few minutes to figure it out. Like my soulmate and moving. Okay, so we have victory, success with the trophy coming through. Like I feel like the time of winning, goals being achieved is happening for you soon, and so this could be across the board for you. I also have the white wolf, and it says confidence, guidance, trust your gnosis, believe in your power. So the more that you believe in yourself at this time, the more that you're going to get your, like the good outcomes. So the more that you're confident, the more that you believe in yourself, the more that you trust your gut and you follow that gut and you're like, going towards what feels good for you, the better things are going to be. I feel like it is a time of transformation and it's a time of metamorphosis. Things are changing, so you're going through an evolution, you're reinventing yourself, and it's time to be open to the outcomes that you would like, and I do feel like it's a time of passion and excitement. You have like a larger than life type of energy that's present around you, and it's going to be inspiring you, and I feel like inspiring others. And the more that you're enthusiastic and creative, and the more that you can like rise up and out of any negativity, and just be in the present moment, because sometimes we think about the future a lot and that makes us anxious, or we think about what's already happened and that can make us sad. So I feel like the more that you come into the present moment and you trust and know that things are working out for you, the more rapid of a response you're going to see within the victory and within the success of the things that are happening around you. So I also feel like there will be a divine feminine energy like manifested, and it's also connected to the subconscious and your intuition. The more that you can recognize what your gut and your intuition is telling you, the more romance and the better outcomes you're going to have within love. Okay, so like I feel like there could be some things underneath the surface within the subconscious that needs recognition and basically needs you to bring it up out of the surface or to transmute it so that you can continue on that path of lightness of being, of reaching your goals, of achieving those things that you're trying to achieve. I just did this thing the other day that's actually really cool. It's really easy to do, and I'm gonna do a video where I show people how to do it. But it's like, it's a wicked easy. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to make it pretty, but it's like a process, and it's a proven process for people to go into the subconscious and change things in their life because of like neuroscience, right? So like we have these little synapses in our brain, and as we go through life, they synapse, and they take a picture, and then they like ingrain it into our brain, and so we have beliefs that get up in our brain, and it takes a long time for us to be able to change those things or change those beliefs and shift our subconscious, which is 90% of what we do. Consciously, we know we want love. Consciously, we know we want success. Consciously, we know that like this would be an awesome thing to have, but under the surface there could be things that are like conflicting with that and keeping us from achieving it. So when we do things to rewrite that or like allow for that synapses to change, it elevates us and it assists us greatly to get the outcomes that we're trying to get without sabotaging ourselves or without limiting ourselves. And it's literally just like an art thing that you do where you draw lines, and then wherever the lines are interacting and they make X's, we want to take those X's and turn them into like U's. But you take the time to do this, and there's a whole process I'm going to show people, but it literally is helping people to like it's a representation of like what's going on in your brain, and it makes it stick, and it works better than like when we do scripting. It works better than affirmation. It works better than making a vision board, because we see the vision board and our subconscious knows that it's there, that we want that car, but it doesn't really have the full picture of the car. So the other part of that is like, while we're doing it, we know that we have this problem, we know we want love, so we start over here, we work our way over to here. It's like as we get through this, like this is helping us to bring love into our lives. This is helping us to let go of the limitation that's keeping us from the love. And it's a thing. Like people are certified in it. The guy who came up with it, he has this whole thing about it. But I feel like doing things that are going to work on your subconscious level will really help you to get to where you're going. Okay, it's like a journey that you're on, and it's sometimes it's a cyclical journey, and we keep coming back to things that we know we need to go through again. Basically speak it forth and give it life to it. Yes, take action. Like, and so like the art thing is one process. Another thing is putting pen to paper, because so many of us do the freaking computer stuff and we have our phone. Scripting on pen and paper literally is like, it's been measured in the brain to be like 500% more like impactful, and does way more to the way that our brain is receiving and downloading than if we just typed it or just thought it or just spoke it. So yes, thinking and speaking it, getting yourself to like continuously like go to that rather than the doubt, rather than the fear, rather than the block, is good. But when we write it and we act as if we've already got it, that amplifies it even more. And then when we do like the art stuff, it's like that whole part of it is basically creating the story of it. Like, and it could be for literally anything. It could be like, I'm pissed off about these fucking dishes, so I'm gonna do this thing. And it's like, as we go through it, it's like, well, you know what, I'm grateful that I had food to eat, and I'm grateful that and we change the story, we change the thing. But there's a lot of that it can be worked. I'm gonna do a live with you guys and show the whole thing. But yeah, you just have the same cards pop out again. You are gonna have victory, you are gonna be successful, but it's also at this whole point of you transforming and reinventing yourself. And the way that we can do that is, you know, how we show up. We feel more confident. Like, think about what you're putting on your body. Like, I'm wearing this because it makes me feel good about myself, and I'm going here and I'm like gonna eat the food that makes me feel best, and I'm gonna, like, when I get out of bed in the morning, I'm gonna make my bed so that it feel, you know, just anything, you know, that like helps you to feel more confident or to feel better about yourself, like you've accomplished something, is a good way to be at this time, because it will help you to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Because like I said, underneath the surface, there's so many subtle things that we do every day that we don't realize are detrimental to the things that we have going on. I wish I knew what those comments said, but I don't, so I'm sorry that there's someone there that I don't see your comment in an English way. But Hopefully you're being nice. Thank you. The last person that was in here was not very nice. But yeah, you have intuition again, subconscious again. So I really feel like there's things in the inner world that needs to be acknowledged, and like, and you can adapt and become the problem solver by getting clever and resourceful and ask yourself the right questions and do the things that you know are going to take you on the track forward to the places that you're trying to go. And also it says, I think I can. So the more that you think that you can, and the more that you believe that you can, and the more that you take the steps that proves that you can, the faster you're going to get there, and you are going to be successful. Again, this says head of the pack, competition, getting it done, finishing first, the persistent will to win is basically like the energy that you're in at this time. And the more that you can own that and emanate that, the better I think it will be for you. Yeah, you're becoming more mature and more established, and more sexuality is coming in for you. More developments are going to be happening for you. You're changing the collective consciousness, your principle, your dogma, your ability is being reprogrammed. Okay, so it's like you're changing the program, you're changing the story, and you're building a new home, and you're going to have a new tradition, and you're going to be of comfort and safety, and like magnetically bringing in the love and the success that you would like to have. But it's just about being balanced, you know, stay in that awareness of trying to be balanced, and know that everything is going to be just right for you. Justice is coming for you. Okay, so the more that you can stay balanced, the easier it will be for you to get that reputation of success and recognition. But yeah, definitely 100% you're going to be being inspired, and you are specifically you for a reason, and the things that you're inspired to do happen for a reason. And like that's another thing about like that art thing, is like every single person will make it in their own unique way, and every single one of us has our own unique brain and our own unique reasoning for why we're doing and thinking what we're doing. So remember that you are precise and that you need to handle yourself carefully, but the more that you are doing that, the better of an outcome you're going to be receiving. I keep splitting back to the victory. The better it'll be for you to have achievements and like success in the areas that you're asking about. Yeah, and I do feel like you'll be finding someone to have a long-lasting, you know, engagement, partnership, next level union with, or like that will go to the next level. If you already know somebody in your mind, the lovers is here. The more that you work on that subconscious, the better that is for your relationship, the easier it will be for you to have to split back to it, to have that marriage and that commitment and that stability. The easier it'll be for you to navigate on your true path to where you're meant to be. You're finding your way because you're exploring the ways that are going to be beneficial for you. All right, so let me go back up here. He had sent a $10 one, so I wanted to make sure I gave him a good message, or like a in-depth message. All right, let's see. Chris. And like I said, Chris is part of my Patreon, so I do one for him. I do one for my patrons when I go live, because they pay to be part of the Patreon and they see all the readings all month over there. But has the paperwork gone through, and when will they finally contact me about it? And then I have another person that sent donation. I'm wearing this one. I hadn't planned on wearing this one. I'm going to be selling it, but I was like, let me show it to people so that they know what it looks like. So Chris has the paperwork gone through, and when will they contact me about it? Well, so we have the house coming through. It's like home, comfort, safety, traditions, boundaries, shelter, home. I don't know if it's something to do about home, but I do feel like there is some sort of comfort that you can take out of this, okay? Like, just know that, like, you are safe, you can be comfortable. I feel like things are going to be steady for you, and if you can persevere, sorry, all my hair's been falling out. Things are going to be more secure for you, and there is an advantage for you. So I feel like the paperwork could possibly have already, like, you know, something could gone through, and it could be getting to the place where it's going to be bringing you like a solid, secure energy. I feel like, let's see, what's this say? try to be optimistic. The more optimistic about it you are, I think the better chances of it actually coming in for you in an emotional way that like makes you feel good is likely. I also have Jupiter here with the Wheel of Fortune, so it's a turning point. Goodwill, fortune, luck, growth, being optimistic. Again, these both say being optimistic. So the more optimistic that you are about it, and just trusting that it is working out for you, I think the better it's going to be. Yeah, I feel like it's time to be motivated to break free from any doubts or anything that you feel like maybe possibly is not going to. Yeah, if you have any doubts, you will manifest those doubts. You will manifest that outcome. You don't want to do that, right? I don't know what the paperwork is. It could be something that you don't want to manifest. But I feel like, yeah, the more that you doubt, the more the longer it'll take. Okay, but because like sometimes paperwork goes through, but there's like we forgot something, or we got to do something else, or like, oh, you forgot to sign this fucking thing, or whatever, and then it's like, oh, you can try again later. And I feel like if you can get rid of any of the doubts or any of the like stress about, when's it going to happen, the faster it will happen for you. But even if something were to get like delayed or it didn't go through, I think eventually it would go through. And it's more so about you being able to break free from any strong emotion of like stress or anxiety about it. The more you could break things down and alchemize them, and it will make it work. Okay, so take any anxiety or any like doubt and turn it into power, turn it into a potion of manifesting, of knowing like I'm alchemizing this energy, and it's going to be brand new. It's going to be, I'm like, I can be carefree about this, I can be spontaneous, I can be excited, I know that things are working out for me. We also have completion of cycles and achievement, and commitment, structure, governing time and matter, integration. So I do feel like things are going to be integrating for you. You're going to be feeling more fulfillment, more contentment, more bliss. So yeah, finances, benefits, there could be some sort of financial benefit that's going to come from this. And yeah, just be protective in like the mama bear, like how like the mama bear is confident and strong and protective. Protect yourself, be confident about it. And any type of like heaviness that you're holding on to, let that stuff go. Transmute that old dense energy or old fears or old doubts into positive, like knowing that things are working out. Okay, I believe it, I receive it, I trust it. Like you can even do one of those little art things for it. Like that's like the perfect thing, because there's 9 algorithms. And there's been so many synchronicities, because like I made the activation for how our consciousness works, and like I downloaded a whole new consciousness through the activation. And then I see this thing and they talk about it, and it's like, yeah, so there's 9 algorithms, and you could do it for different purposes. Some of them is like you do like a timeline. Some of them is you do like your ancestry. Some of them you do specifically for love relationships. Some of them specifically for like if you're sick, physically sick. And it's like, so like right now my problem is this, and I'm going to get it over here to where it's no longer a problem. And as I'm going through the process, I'm literally like thinking in my mind how we can solve this and how it can get better. And we pay attention to how we feel like while we're doing certain parts of it, because there's different things that integrate into the different algorithms. And it's a whole process. But it like I watched this whole thing, and I did one for like a little, just so I would be able to show people it. And even just doing it with like the idea of like, I just kind of want to understand the concept of this so that I know how to actually do it. Even just that little one made a huge difference for myself. And I used to do it all the fucking time back when I was waking up unknowingly. I didn't know that that's what it was, but it changed my life like completely. And I know that it will work. So the more that we are doing types of things like that, where we're breaking things down and alchemizing it and transforming it from fear to doubt or unknown or something stressful, or like I can't communicate right, or like even the relationship with your dad, the like the problem that we have there is like it will help to transmute that into more positivity. you know it will help us to not worry. It will help us to have prosperity. It will help us to have an easy going, like, so what, we're moving on. And it really does go deep into the mind. But I do feel like things are going to work out for you, and that it is on its way. Let's see what they say about like how long. We have practical, grounded, solid, dutiful, measured, builder, and maker. I think it's something that's solid, something that is coming soon. Prepare yourself, okay? So be prepared, like get yourself feeling more confident, basically, so that you don't get yourself into a place of making it difficult. Let's see, how long, like when, maybe possibly. Yeah, counting the minutes adds digits. So basically they're saying just prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, physically. Stay cool, calm, collected, and don't worry so much about when you're going to hear about it. Just know that you are going to hear about it, and that you don't need to have fears or doubts about it. Take a time to break, do something different, like go script about it. Like, I'm so happy that this worked out great for me, or do like the little art thing and see the ways that it can manifest better for you. But within a few days, you will know which way. So I do feel like it won't be that long. As long as you don't sit there just like waiting for it, it will come quicker. All right, so let me go back up here and get this one. Thank you very much for your donation. How to level up my divine feminine journey, since it is unclear who my divine masculine. I see signs, but I want to see them get off the ground. All right, so how to level up my divine feminine journey, since it's unclear to who my divine masculine. Okay, how to level up her divine feminine energy. And anybody else that's in here, I'm doing readings. And these people are the ones that donated or are part of the Patreon. So they go ahead, and then if somebody has like a question they don't want to donate, I do like a couple quick cards for them. But if you want like a more in depth, it's $5 or $10 or whatever you want to donate. And they have super chat and all the links in the bio or links in the description box to send through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. But for you, we have layers coming through, and it says shed the outgrown aspects. So working with the serpent is very much a feminine energy too. A lot of people like work with like that energy of the serpent, and it connects to our root chakra. It connects to our basic identity and our fears and our doubts and our connection to the physical material world. But I feel like there's aspects of yourself that are ready to be shed away, and you can simply call on the serpent to work with you, to help you, and to like get more connected to Mother Earth, because the serpent's whole body is always connected to Mother Earth, and it literally sheds its skin, like every once in a while it sheds its skin. So like in meditation, I actually have a free meditation on the Divine Essentials channel to connect with the serpent, because it's one of the first archetypes in the Mune Key that we work with, and the Mune Key is very transformational, and it helps us to balance our feminine and masculine. But the serpent specifically works with shedding the outgrown aspects. So you want to look at like, what isn't working for me anymore? What is it? And it's like, it's funny because you're like, want to see them get off the ground. I feel like you need to get grounded, really, because like these guys are like their whole bodies touching Mother Earth at one point. Like they don't hover, like every part of them is on a, so I feel like you need to get grounded and allow yourself to really think about what you're ready to shed away. And there's like an intuitive aspect of this. You want to get more in depth into yourself, because I feel like there's things that you've had about you, or things that have happened in your life, or stuff like we've been talking about under the surface. Sometimes there's wounds. I'm seeing Chiron here, and Chiron is the wounded healer. And it's like, oh, things are like wounded past suffering, obstacles. It could be past life stuff. It's difficulty, it's lessons, it's trauma, it's self-sabotage, it's learning through adversity. And I feel like there's things like that have happened maybe in another life, in this life. But it's this card here specifically says, like a moth to a flame, a toxic love game, self-love is the weapon, walk away is the play, right? So like sometimes we go through things that aren't good, but in order to transform and to get out of that vibration, and for things to like really turn around in our favor, we got to be like, okay, like let's look at why those things happened, and since they've happened, what am I thinking or feeling about it? Let me get under the surface and choose to love myself and shed those things that no longer serve myself, so I can have a better foundation and I can take care of myself. So we're going to nurture ourselves with self-care. We're going to think about our home, our body, our way of being. We want to clean up everything around us, within us, and trust ourselves to be able to do this, and to clean up our thoughts and our doubts and all that stuff. And then you said feminine specifically, the earth is feminine. So that's what I was saying, get grounded, connect with Mother Earth. Think of the serpent, who's connected always to Gaia, who is our mother. She is our great mother, and her womb is in the center of the earth. And this is all about sensual feminine energy. It's stable, it's grounded, it's dependable, it's powerful, it's structured, it's enduring and capable, it's long-lasting, it's providing, it's authentic, it's unwavering, okay? So that's what that energy is all about. I feel like really just allowing yourself to get deeply connected to earth. You could even go outside and sit on Mother Earth, or imagine that you're sitting on Mother Earth, and imagine yourself putting roots down into her womb, and ask her to help you to take away anything that isn't serving you, to give you the clarity to know what you need to do moving forward, and to just nurture yourself. Because I do feel like there's things that are there that are ready to be, like, shed away. And when they shed away, you are going to see beautiful things happen. So every moment has a purpose and a beauty of its own, but you're going to be seeing the light shine on the places that you've outgrown. And that's literally what I was just saying, like, time to shed the old outgrown aspects. You're ready to let go of the things that don't serve anymore. I can't tell you exactly what they are, but I do believe that they're deep wounds. Look, deep wounds. And this says clearing emotional blocks, elixirs, and crystals. So the fact that you don't, like, you're seeing signs, you don't really know who your masculine is, you won't be able to until those things are cleared away, of like the doubts and stuff. And trusting yourself to know your gut isn't going to lie to you. The signs are there for a reason. They're guiding you. Trust what you're seeing, trust what you're feeling, trust that you are worthy, trust that you are beautiful, that you can heal, that you can grow. Like, do some of those things we've been talking about tonight, like, doing the like the little art thing. And I will show everybody, but it's called the hell's it called? There's a certain name for it. And oh my goodness, it will come to me. But or scripting. Script your story. Like, how do you want to see yourself living on the planet? And like, do it with a time thing, like 90 days from today. Date it as 90 days from today. And be like, I'm so proud of you. You did this, you did that, you found out this, you boop boop boop. And also, like, when you think about like the masculine stuff, right? It's okay to not know who our masculine is. It's okay to not have a masculine. It's okay to be on our own. And sometimes that's something we just need to acknowledge and feel and trust and believe. And then the resistance around finding that person or knowing who that person is lifted, and we find them, and we shedded that aspect of ourselves that felt like something outside of us was going to complete us. Everything we need is within us. Your true divine masculine is within you, because you have masculine and feminine. But I really do feel like it's time to work on your self-worth, and to get stable, and to connect to the environment and your value, and know that you are beautiful, and that you are worthy of a partnership, and you are worthy of commitment. But you can create a contract today. Write that contract down. Like, think about who you want your divine masculine to be. Like, what is the embodiment of my divine, like, I'm so grateful that I met the man that bop. Like, think about how he treats you, what he does for you, how he shows up for you, the feeling that you feel when you look at him. And so then you will know who your divine masculine is, because it won't be the guy that like makes you question yourself. It won't be the guy that makes you feel like shit. It won't be the guy that does all the horrible stuff, or it won't be the guy that it will be the guy that emanates all the things that you knew, because you created that contract to bring into your reality. But also make a contract to yourself to be a divine feminine that you're has that legacy, can have that tradition, that could believe in yourself, because you can manifest what you would really like to have. But it's like unfair to ask for some like amazing man if we don't feel like we're that amazing woman. So starting with the self-value and self-worth, to shed out the old aspects, doing that deep inner work is going to help you to find those energies. All right. Oh my goodness, what is going on with these messages tonight? They're all like, I'm not seeing them. I want all messages. Thank you guys very much. Creating the stable foundation for self to build our desires upon. Awesome shores. Hello. Hey, I have been reprogramming my mind and healing regarding love. Can I ask the energy guy between me and Nikita? Sure. Hello. Awesome stars. Hey, Boosh. And hi, Bridget. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Just wondering, and Texas was the place I'm moving to in the next few months. Just wondering, is Texas the place I'm moving? It could be. If it's, trust your gut on that. I didn't have like a specific thing come through, but if you feel like that's where you wanted to go, and that's if that idea is like a success for you, or that's like where you believe your target is going to take you, then yeah, that would most likely be it. It was very heavily about victory and all of that. All right, so I will do the anonymous known girl. And then I will be there in a moment. Hi hat for Jenny. Jenny is another one of my Patreons. It's $5.55 a month and up. Anybody in the Patreon $5 and up gets to ask me a free question when I go live. So I have been programming my mind, and I want to ask the energy. Thank you very much. I want to ask the energy guy between me and Nikita. Okay. So the energy between you and Nikita. You're welcome, Wolfie. Thank you. Following it 5 years. I'm glad to receive. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here all that time, because I've been up and down and all around and crazy. But thank you very much. All right. So the energy guy between me and Nikita. All right. So we have stress. I'm under so much pressure that just came through, and I feel like there is some sort of stress that's happening. It may not be on your side, or it may not be on their side specifically. Like, what is Nikita's movement towards me soon? Okay. I feel like there's stress. There's a lot going on for this person. It's like they feel like they've been irresponsible. It says, I can't keep it together, and I know I've already screwed things up. So I feel like they're really stressed out, but it's like, I'm just under pressure. You know what I mean? I got a lot of pressure. So I feel like they're kind of distracted at the moment with like feeling like, you know, like I've made some mistakes. I've done some stupid things. I don't know what path to take. I don't know how to make the right decision. I don't know how I can do what I need to do to do the things the right way. You know what I mean? That's the type of energy I'm getting from it. I've done things wrong. I've made mistakes. I'm under all this pressure and this stress. And so it's like, I really don't know what to do, because I can't break out of those illusions. So in terms of coming towards you and things like that, it's not like I don't feel like they're not coming towards you because of you or because of like something you've done. I feel like it's because of what's going on inside of themselves in their own personal life. And we also have trust your inner knowing, you know. So like pressure with what we have intuitive, like what do you feel like their pressure is about, like what do you feel like they're maybe stuck within. I feel like a lot of nerves from them too. They could be nervous about approaching you. All right, because it's like, my anxiety is worse than ever before. I'm constantly worried and insecure. I feel like there's more than one thing. All right, I feel like they have a lot of stress in their life. It could be like financial, it could be career, it could be their home, their family, it could be you. I feel like it's more than one thing, because this type of energy is like, this isn't just like you know what I mean? This isn't just like one thing. This is like, I'm stressed out. I've been making some dumb choices, so I don't want to keep making bad choices. So sometimes when we do that, we stop making choices altogether because we're afraid. We put ourselves in a place of like, I gotta stop. I gotta, because everything I do messes up. So I might as well just like, you know, sit here and numb myself and drink or smoke or do something stupid and worry for no freaking reason. But I feel like you do have some sort of knowing about this. I know you're saying I'm not sure, but I feel like you know something about this person's energy, like you're thinking about this person for some reason. It could even be that you just feel like there's something off for them, and maybe there's something about them that you want to help them to get through. But I do feel like they're determined to do better. You know, like they don't want to give up on getting better. So when it comes to reaching out to you, I'm just gonna be honest, like especially like if it's a guy, when a guy is going through a whole bunch of shit, they usually don't feel confident enough to reach out to somebody and be like, hey, you know, like everything, like let's go out on a date, or like let me take you out, because they feel insecure and they're anxious and they're nervous. But I do feel like they're also like nervous in general, you know. Does he want me or think about me? He does love the sweetness of you, okay? He says, I love the sweetness of your soul and the taste of your kisses, but I can't seem to do what's right. That's literally what I just said, right? I can't seem to do what's right. So it's not that he doesn't like you. It's not that he doesn't think about you. It's more so that he's not confident that he can fix this. He needs courage, right? He wants to be able to come towards you, talk to you, and you know, communicate with you. But I don't think right now, in this very moment, while I'm reading his energy, he feels very confident about doing so. He's determined to do so, but at the moment, he's feeling like, I've made a lot of mistakes. I keep messing up. You know, maybe he's had more than one connection with a person that's gone, you know, to a place where it didn't work out so well. So now he's like, I don't know how to make the right choice so that it goes well, you know. And when that's happening, yeah, it's like, I've been lying to myself and you. I've been deceiving myself. I've been making, like, I've been unhealthy. This person needs help. They need time to heal, and they need time to like come into their power again. They need time to process what mistakes they've made, and they need time to feel good and like calm, you know? They need time for just like basically healing. And I feel like when they do have that time to do that, they'll be in a much better place so that they can have like a better connection. But like, are they still thinking about you? I feel like they're look, it says, I'm miserable and I'm tired of pretending like I'm not. I really feel like there's a lot going on in this person's life. They're feeling weak. They feel like they're about to break. But they don't like not knowing what's going on in your life. So they are thinking about you. Okay, he is thinking about you. He doesn't like that he doesn't know what you're doing. And I feel like you feel the same way. Like you don't like not knowing what's going on for him, or you wouldn't be asking these questions, right? So he does not know what's going on. He feels like you're so far away. There's a lot of distance there. And I do think that's making him sad. You know, he doesn't enjoy that. Yeah, look, depressed. Says nothing matters anymore. I give up. So yeah, and he also has a lot of remorse. I know I've messed up and it's killing me. So I feel like he's just kind of sitting in sadness and depression and anxiety and feeling like, yeah, he knows that he needs to be more responsible, you know, because with that first card that was like, I've been a mess. I've made mistakes. I know that I've done some stupid shit. And he's like, I need to be responsible. I need to start taking care of myself. And he's also afraid of you seeing him like this, okay? Because of that depression, because of that darkness, because of that, like, he's basically self-sabotaging. And things aren't as they appear. So like I said, don't take those things personally. Don't think that like because someone's going through all that stuff, like it means like anything specifically about you. I think it's more so that he's been through some stuff in his life and he's made some stupid mistakes along the way, and he's sitting in a place of darkness and depression, and he's afraid that you wouldn't even want him if you were to see who he is at this time. You know what I mean? He's like, nobody cares about me. I'm isolated. But I also feel like he's isolating himself because he doesn't want people to see him in that way, because he's unhealthy and he's not feeling great. But you do make him feel alive. You do make him feel better. You're like a muse for him. But yeah, I definitely feel like he thinks about you, is missing you, but feels foolish about whatever's happened between the two of you up until this point. And just in general in his own life, I feel like there's things that he's done that are silly. And it is sad when people are going through that, but yeah, he is remembering you. He thinks about the memories of you. But there is something that's happened in his life that's like kind of been holding him back and in a darkness. He could be going through like a dark night of the soul is kind of the energy I'm getting here. Yeah, I get the moon and the death card. A lot of Scorpio energy, a lot of darkness going on. So I would just give this guy some time to process what he's going through. And, you know, just know that like it's nothing you've done, and there's nothing you can do about it specifically to make it change. Other than just hold space and know that he is thinking of you. He could be a soulmate or a deep soul connection for you. But I do feel like whatever he's going through, there's a reason for it, and he will come out of it. You may find in the future a happy rendezvous, but the more that you can just be in your feminine energy, the more that you can just be in your Empress energy, he'll get through it. We all go through that stuff. Like we all go through times in our lives where there's stuff that's up and down. I do believe he will get through it. Like I said, I think there's a reason it's happening. But the more that you are in your divine feminine energy, the better it will be for, like, if you want to hear from him, if you want things to work out between you, just try to be your, best self. Stay balanced, stay nurturing, stay open and receptive, work on self-love, and that's how you're going to see victory in that energy. But I do feel like there is love here. There is a possibility for a union in the future. But again, with someone with going through that type of energy, I would just give him time to process and know that, the more you can be like her, the better it will be in the end. But I think he is in the hermit place right now to process his wounds and to think about stuff that he's done and to get better clarity on how he can move forward in the future and not keep making the bad mistakes. But it does look like you can have a reconciliation and a happy harmony down the way. But yeah, he definitely has some anxiety and some stress going on. Yeah, you might hear from him too. He might reach out to you when he's capable, or divine intervention could intervene. You might run into him somewhere. So pay attention to the signs and synchronicity from spirit, and know that at some point you will hear from him again. You want union and commitment. Yeah. I mean, I do feel like there's a possibility of that, but right now he's going through like the death of himself, the old self, and he's going through the transformation and the rebirth, which is a fundamental change, and it is needed for most of us. If you want a divine union or be on a divine path, we have to change, we have to heal, we have to grow, and it takes, you know, self-awareness, and it takes even realizing, acknowledging, and admitting that we've made mistakes and we've done some stupid shit. But yeah, he'll get through it. But thank you. All right, let me get back up here. So I've had a couple people send donations. I'm doing one for Jenny. Jenny's in my Patreon. Anybody in my Patreon in the $5 tier and up gets a free question. And anybody else that's just popped in, if you want like a question for free, I'll do like 2 cards for you. If you want a more in-depth one, I do like the $5 or $10 donation. I have links in the description box or the super chats. But Jenny is open to receive. So I'm going to start with that. And then I'll come back down to the others. Wait a minute, that's too many. Jenny is open to receive. I know you sent me a text, but I was reading the card, so I didn't see what it said. I don't even know if you're still in here either. Okay, there. All right. It was a thank you for the thing I sent her the other day. So let's see. Jenny is open to receive, and it's at 55:55 on the clock. So if she's probably working, she won't be in here to see it, but I will let her know where it is. So stubborn, self-confident, purpose-driven, gets it done, reliable. So like I said, Jenny's been working a lot. I feel like it's good that you've been stubborn and persistent in showing up for work. You are on the process of arrival, like you're finding your way out of where you've been, and you're taking the baby steps to keep on going. Step by step, you're finding your way out of, you know, the not so good and the times of, you know, difficulty. But you have been responsible, and I feel like you've come to that completion of cycle. Like many of us just had a 16 cycle year end, and now your boundaries and your commitment and your structure is helping you for the next part of the path to be in a better vibration and to be in a better place, like financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. I definitely feel like things are going to be looking up for you the more that you are consistently showing up for yourself. And yeah, we have happy, harmony, beauty, warmth, contentment, reconciliation, and love. So I do feel like good things are coming to your way in terms of love and commitment, contentment and warmth, beauty, harmony, more happiness. You are like a magnet that's bringing in good stuff, like gravity to you. Anything you've been longing for or you're attracting in, and the Emperor just tried to jump out with the star. So I feel like there could be your dreams coming true in terms of an Emperor connection, like bringing in somebody that's going to be a leader, somebody that's going to be assertive, a pioneer. And it's like, the more that you could be cool, calm, collected, the more you're independent, the more that you're getting things done in your life and being in that role of like, you know, I'm taking care of myself, I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm open and I'm receptive and I'm magnetic and everything's working out for me, the easier it is for you to attract someone in that's going to like mirror that back to you and be an equal partner between the two of you. Yep, so we have happy rendezvous and happy coincidences. I do feel like there is some sort of connection that's ready to come in, some sort of like promise, a deep commitment, a partnership, a contract, an agreement. It's like a deep bond, and it could be the person that you've had on your mind, or it could even just be somebody that is, yeah, help. I don't know, because we have the standoff, no way out. Like, I know that in the past this type of energy was present, and I feel like there's been some sort of thing, like some sort of knowledge or some sort of secret that was under the surface that you needed to figure out. Maybe that's what you have been doing. You've been figuring out what was needed to break out of this type of energy, right? So anything where it was like held back or delayed, I feel like you're learning at this time how to overcome that, how to get out of like any deception, out of any barriers or toxic silent energies, any betrayals. Those things are ending, and you're moving into a better energy and like a swift travel towards motion, an oversea type of energy, basically going places and better places and cutting out the bullshit that doesn't serve. It's like a reckoning. It's like, okay, anything that doesn't serve me or help me to get to where I'm going, I'm cutting it out. I'm going to no longer deal with these types of people or these types of situations in my life. Like, I'm ready for people who compromise. I'm ready for people who show up for me. Like, I'm cutting out any of the toxic stuff and seeing things in a whole new way, which helps me to see through the facade helps me to lift the veil, and it helps me to have the clear insights and to explore the unknown in the world, which brings in my deep commitments and those uncommon bonds that may have, at one point lost hope for, but now it's a reawakening of those lost hopes and a manifesting of my deep desires. And there, it could even be like a divine intervention happening. So pay attention to the signs of synchronicity and know that unconditional love is on its way, or the love of a lifetime is on its way, and victory is on its way, because you've heeded the call and you've gone through that rise of the phoenix coming out of the ashes, out of that tower moment, right? Everything that was destroyed is now being rebuilt in a better way. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it freaking froze. Hopefully it comes back. Hold on, I gotta let the dog. What are you doing? Okay? Okay? What are you doing? Good. Alright, I don't know why it's like stuck. Let me see what this says. Is it still on? Okay. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Can you hear me? I can hear you. All right. Hold on. Let's see. All right, I'm going to do the person that paid just in case like something else happens here. And then, let me see. All right. I'm facing a challenge in my life and need some guidance. Okay, so let me get hers done just in case this thing decides to like completely mess up. I don't know. Maybe if I do that. Oh. Whatever, it's not working. All right, so I need guidance for the challenge in my life. So let's see what comes through for this person. Sorry guys, I don't know why it decided to just freeze in the middle. Yeah, so you actually just had this stalemate card come out too, and it's like, what the heck? All right, it's doing all types of weird shit. Blocked, refusing to compromise. I've been, okay, non-committal. I feel like there has been some sort of stalemate in your life. There has been some sort of block in your life. So let's see. Yeah, we have the process of arrival here. It's time to take baby steps to get yourself out of energy. And there's an illusion about this, okay? So sometimes when things are going wrong in our lives, it's basically like it gets bigger and bigger, it gets harder and harder, but that is also kind of like an illusion, right? So you have the ability to shift this energy and to cut it out of the energy that's around you and find balance again, and have your wishes come true. So let me see what else they're saying. There's an omen, a happening. They want you to remember your magic. They're wanting you to remember that you can have your wishes come true, that you can be blessed, and that miracles can occur. So even though things have been stuck or stagnant or blocked, things can work out for you again. You are on movement and on a progress. You've given the green light for new news to come in and new messages to come in for a better experience. Let's see. I'm going to restart the live after I do this. I just want to make sure the person that paid gets her message. But I will, yes, I will restart it. I feel like there is somebody that's been self-interested or something that happened that's been wrong or deceitful in your life. This is for the Beth person that's in here, okay? And so it's like a trap, okay? It's like somebody laid a trap for you, and it was out of like self-motivation, out of darkness, out of vibrations that were not good. Something just wrong was in your life. Maybe some sort of miscommunication, lip service, things that have been painful over and over again. Could even be a cycle, you know what I mean? A cycle that needed to be broken away from. It could even be past life stuff. But they want you to know that you have divine intervention available to you, that perfect timing is on your side, that you can be resourceful and change this and transform this. Pluto just went into another place, and Pluto is here in the energy showing me that like the more that you can be going under the surface through your subconscious, the easier it's going to be for you to transform this. Things may have made you feel defeated. You could have gone through breakups or been feeling like you've been forgotten. You could even feel like absent-minded or just like confused. But they're wanting you to break free from that and liberate yourself from that. So some of the stuff that I was talking about tonight, like there's a thing that I'm going to be sharing with people that's really cool, really transformational, and easy to do, and anybody can do it, but it helps us to actually help and heal the subconscious that holds on to stuff that like really isn't good for us. It keeps us repeating those cycles. It keeps us doing the same shit over and over and over again, attracting the same people over and over again, and having the same outcomes. So yeah, I just got the resourceful problem solver, adaptable energy, the resourceful energy. You have everything you need within you to be resourceful and to change and to heal and to grow. And there's a lot of tools that are available to us. And like I said, I'll share that one, but another one is like scripting and putting pen to paper can really help you as well. To break things and to change the story that's in your mind, the story that's in your energy, and the frequency that's happening around you. But I do feel like, yeah, there's been a lot that's been stuck, and it's a delay tactic, refusing to compromise type of energy. It's been standing still. But the more self-assured you can be, the easier it's going to be for you to survive these changes that are happening and know that like you are the manifester of the change. The tower is here to break those cycles. The tower is here for you to become a new version of yourself and to find the strength within yourself to do what you need to do in a creative way to find justice and balance. So justice is here telling me that you will have the desired outcome. You will have the harmony, the balance, and things are working. Yeah, there's a dolphins, and it says harmony, effective communication, collaboration, joy. So the right people are going to be showing up for you to have harmony. You're going to have good people showing up to show you things, to collaborate with, to have joy again, and to break away from the heaviness. Like now I get the ball and chain here. It's like heaviness, emotional baggage, feeling trapped, codependent type of shit like that. The more that you allow yourself to go to the unconscious, and the more that you allow yourself to like believe in a new way and do the things that are like I'm going to script, I'm going to write, I'm going to put pen to paper, I'm going to do it on a daily basis, I'm going to keep showing up for myself. It will bring you joy. It will bring you bliss. It will bring you the change that you need. It will bring in the right people that are going to help you to feel more joyful. And you need to believe that too, though. But like the thing that I'm specifically going to be showing to people is just an art thing. And it is very transformational. I feel like that would even just bring you joy to do it, because it's like you don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be good at it. Like it's not meant to look pretty. It's not meant to be like exactly like good. It's actually meant to reprogram the synapses in your mind, in the subconscious, that continue to attract in or keep you feeling sad or unhappy, or keep bringing in people that make that happen for you. So just know that your attitude is everything. The more that you can be cool, calm, collected, and powerful within yourself, the easier it's going to be for you to break out of any type of place of not feeling good. And believe me, I know what it's like. I a couple weeks ago, I was thinking like, if we had a gun in the house, I probably wouldn't be here anymore because of how miserable I was. And your wishes can come true. Yeah, watercolor, like do art, man. Art is so transformational. Like the more that I was thinking about it, like any times in my life that I was doing art to any degree, whether it was making my decks or drawing stuff or painting stuff, the more I would actually feel better. The more that I was like, the good things were happening in my life. And look, I split to the fire card, which says creative, larger than life, passionate, inspired. Do the things that you feel guided to do. Get yourself inspired again. Break the monotony, break out of the energy of stagnancy, and create something. Take what's up in your mind and put it onto paper, and you can, even when you make art, basically the concept of that art is like, I have this problem and I'm going to give it a story and change it, transform it into a better solution. And it literally does work so well. It's a thing you get certified in. There's all these people who do it, but you don't have to be certified in it to do it and to benefit from it. But I do feel like there's been like a curse or baggage that's been around you that you can lift at this time, and will help you to feel more inspired and to overcome the darkness or the ickiness. But you are welcome. Okay, so Brianna sent a cash app. I'm gonna end this one and come right back. Let me know what your question is, Brianna, so that when I start the other one, I can answer yours, and then other people that were in here, You can come back in and let me know what your questions are. I just want to be able to show you guys the cards and stuff. But thank you very much for being here so far and dealing with the fact that it's frozen. All right, let me look. What is this person? My brain forgets things like immediately. Okay. Oh, I have it on my screen. So Brianna sent me. All right, let me end this. I will come right back and where's her thing? I'm dating a Leo, Libra, 9 months. I want to DTR, but I'm wondering his feelings for me. I don't know what DTR is. What is DTR? Define the relationship. Okay, I googled it. All right, so I'm gonna take a picture of your question so that I don't forget it. And then I'm gonna start this over and I will be starting it off by answering your question.